Travis Wayne Goodsell. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive even Mormons. Even Mormons. Even Mormons. Doctrine and Covenants, section 43. Hearken, O ye elders of my church, and give ear to the words which I shall speak unto you. For behold, verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye have received a commandment for a law unto my church. Must be tithing. Through him whom I have appointed unto you to receive commandments and revelations from my hand. And this ye shall know assuredly, that there is none other appointed unto you to receive commandments and revelations until he be taken. But verily, verily, I say unto you, that none else shall be appointed unto this gift, except it be through him. For if he be taken from him, he shall not have power except to appoint another in his stead. Joseph Smith did that. Nobody followed it, but he had another as a backup plan. That one happened. And this shall be a law unto you, that ye receive not the teachings of any that shall come before you as revelations or commandments. And this I give unto you, that ye may not be deceived, that you may know they are not of me. So, how do you avoid from being deceived? Spiritual witness feelings, right? Matthew 7, by their results. Fruit. The word is the seed. The results of the word is the fruit. And so, if you're told to build a boat, you don't have spiritual witness feelings about it. You don't have a boat. I don't see it. Oh, I got to feel it. I got to get the right feelings that you have built a boat. Whatever. Get out of here. This is a simple doctrine. Everybody knows it and does it in their lives. And yet, for some reason, over 4 billion in the world have been deceived by Roman Emperor Constantine, who created spiritual witness feelings. 4 billion right now on the world. So, how do you know the Book of Mormon is true, Mormons? You shouldn't be rushing to an answer, because you should be asking instead, what do you mean by true? Trick question. Gotcha. Well, if you're going to say it's true as literal history, then you have to admit that it's not Christian. Christianity wasn't created until 325 CE. That's according to literal history. There was no Trinity, there was no Christianity prior to 325 CE. They stole the Jewish documents, turned them literal history. So the Roman period Jesus guy is now literal history. He didn't exist before. Now in 325 CE, 1700 years ago to this year, all of a sudden he is. It's obviously not true. You are deceived if you believe the false prophets and teachers from Christianity. And thus of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Book of Mormon, if it is literal history, cannot be Christian. The Book of Mormon says it's pre-Babylonian captivity Jewish-Egyptian. Also not Christian. Therefore, the Book of Mormon is not another testament of Jesus Christ. Somebody deceived you, didn't they? What are you going to do about it? Get angry at me? Why would you get angry at me when the leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are lying to you? They deceived you. Joseph Smith warned you and told you how to identify them. And what? What's your excuse? You have no excuse, Mormons. It's not complicated. And so you run away and hide. You won't listen. No, 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 no. Church is true. Church is true. I won't see Travis's channel. It's porn. I won't speak of his channel. I won't ask questions. Questions are of the devil. That's what you have to do, isn't it? You have to deny the truth to establish the lie as the truth. Ooh. Deny truth to establish lie as true. Prove me wrong. Prove the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and their claims, not Joseph's, not the Book of Mormon's, because I'll own you. The Church's claims are true. Well, they say they're Christian. Nope, Jewish. 1 Nephi chapter 1, verse 2 and 4. Pre-Babylonian captivity, Jewish Egyptian. Wrong. What's the name of the church? Yeah, this is. Joseph's isn't. It was the Church of Christ in 1834, the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Joseph never changed it. It never got voted to a different name. The Danites were the evil-disposed and designing militant persons who changed the name of Joseph's church. And so, when somebody presents me with a document and wonders if Joseph Smith actually said something, all I have to do is go to the source of who's the scribe, and then I do my research on that scribe. Busted. So, for example, I won't mention you, don't worry. Not at all. Robert B. Thompson. He was a scribe for a so-called proclamation claimed to be by Joseph Smith in 1841. Robert B. Thompson is a Danite. Therefore, he lies. Can't trust him. So you can go through and do other checks. Sure enough, that proclamation, supposedly by Joseph Smith, is a forged document. I've already done the video, I'm pretty sure. I never went through all of the prerequisite videos, so now I'm not sure if I'm going to end up repeating stuff or leaving stuff out for you, because I've still got a long list. But I do remember making all of the pictures, and I should have put them in a file on my system. I think they're all in this file. But yeah, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 132, Book of the Law, and Brigham Young's European Mission License, the February 1851 Articles of Incorporation, all forged documents. Forged documents. And so when you make edits to a legitimate document, you are now falsifying it. You are forging it, claiming that it's by Joseph Smith as your edits say they are to be. And so, in that sense, the Book of Mormon is a forged document. Joseph Smith's 1838 history is also a forged document. The 1841 history, Howard Cray, forged document. When you tie it to a Danite, you know they're forged. It's a real simple thing. You cannot trust the words of a corrupt seed. You can't know it's corrupt until you run the test. Once you run the test, then you know you can't trust any of their words. We all know that the devil tells the truth 99% of the time, but that 1%, he doesn't tell the truth. If he lies, everything else is a lie. Just like the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints say that we're true because we're non-Trinitarian. Therefore, Christians are false because of Trinity. But everything else in that creed is true. It's all wrong. That's the whole point. This church cannot be true because it's not the right religion. And so everything else is wrong. Everything. Nothing is true. And so, yes, I can go over the religion, the administration, succession, doctrine, theology, the scripture interpretation, cultural traditions, the recruitment process, the economy, future plans, historical origins, historical founding, morality, ritual, all wrong. Because the religion is not right. All of these others are based on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints being Christian. And it's not if they're going to claim Joseph Smith in the Book of Mormon. This is not complicated. This is basic religion 101. And so the sad part is that ex-fo nevermos, who want nothing to do with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, don't care to know the truth. They know it's a fraud, they know it's a lie, they know it's evil, etc., but they don't care to know the truth. They just blame Joseph like the church blames Joseph. Nobody cares to know the true religion of Joseph Smith. It is dead and gone and buried like Joseph. And so now the big question is, are you illiterate? Are you unable to comprehend what you read? Do you just choose not to read? You're not going to see, hear, or speak anything about the scriptures. You're just going by spiritual witness feelings alone. Whatever the prophets say, I'm sure it's true, but you're not going to listen to them because you're out on vacation smearing poop on the walls of the Capitol. I can judge you by your fruits. When you don't study your scriptures and you live by spiritual witness feelings alone, your consequences expose you. And I can judge you by that. All of you who put a hate comment, all of you who bear false witness testimony, all of you who send me a death threat, all of you who insult me and name call me, all of you who cyber terrorize me, try to murder me, try to hurt me, try to steal from me. That is your fruit. And I can judge you as evil. I can judge you as wrong. And I'm sorry, Mormons, it's not a few bad apples. It's the whole tree from the core seed of corruption, claiming that Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon are Christian. We're supposed to be Jewish, pre-Babylonian captivity, Jewish Egyptian. Real simple, not complicated. Quick video. Let's see if we can, I think we might have some comments. ANWMS, lowercase h. Let's see. Development of the Mormon Temple. Casualties of Mormons in the ruins. At the last few seconds of the video, meaning members only that are left in Utah or anyone who still remains in Utah. Anyone who remains, because even those who are no longer Mormon are still, in a sense, Mormon, not just because the church keeps your membership record. But I understand you left and you don't want nothing to do with being associated with them, and so you don't consider yourself a Mormon. But when you're born and raised, you are Mormon. But yeah, Mormon is being used as a bullying, abusive term now against those who left. Thanks to Nelson, who said, Jesus is offended. You see why he's evil? I mean, seriously. Can it be found? Oh, let's see. What is the document at 2 minutes, 35 seconds? And yeah, that was the Purim document that I read to you. So I linked you to it so that you can have your own copy. And so yeah, I found it amusing that with the video I did, brand new LDS Mormon Church President Oaks with resurrected Jesus Christ gives joint Easter message. And the #1 recommended video is, He is risen, a special Easter season message from the First Presidency. And there they show him. He's risen. They do a other little drawing of him. It's right there. It's kind of small. I thought he was 6'5". And then they recommended Life Take Two, who apparently on a rebound went and had sex with a bear. Why didn't you get that guy to protect you? And then Locked on Canes, Miami Hurricanes recruiting target Jalen Seatbelt Water. ... Then Dawkins, Dream Warriors, I understand that one. I used that in the theme song description. Or no, that was for you, Idaho chick. You're a Dream Warrior. And then SNL's first episode released this morning in preparation for the big show tonight, which I don't know when it starts. It's not Saturday night, I know that. It's Sunday. And then this one, they keep recommending this, and I never click on it, and they never take it away. I've never clicked on this guy's channel. And so, do Mormons only preach about coffee and modesty? Oh, wow, yeah, that's so life-shaking. 1.5K views, dear God. You guys are not paying attention to what's important. You're getting conned and suckered. And then FBI says it found, whatever, 2,400 new JFK assassination records. Yep, CIA did it. It wasn't the patsy. What a shocker. Trump told us. He released them. Now we know the truth. Bobby Bush did it, along with the Mormons and the CIA. Let's see. What do we got here? We got somebody who thinks I'm funny. What the hell? And so, yeah. Trial faith, still confused. He says he's understanding, and then he says he's confused. Lost Mormon scriptures found. At 103 minutes, 24 seconds. What's the whole branch thing? I need an explanation. Should I start from the beginning of the Egyptians, or should I go to the scriptures that talk about a branch? And so then the other guy, Antonio, got removed. I mean, seriously, for the zombie apocalypse, you're getting laughed at. So the branch. Start with scriptures or start with the origin for the scriptures? So that the scriptures, let's do the origin, because in the scriptures when I read it will make sense. The ancient Egyptians have two main tales, in which the first one is the first death of Osiris. Osiris was the first righteous king of Egypt, and his brother was jealous. His brother was Set, and so Set plotted a coup to take the throne from his brother. So he held a big banquet, celebration for his brother, and Set had a customized coffin made for his brother that only his brother would fit in because of the exact size. And so at the party, he was getting others to check to see if they fit in the coffin. Not creepy at all. And so one after another were drunk on the Egyptian beer. They thought it would be cool, the new fad, the new challenge, the coffin try-on challenge. And so then Set said, "Hey brother, why don't you come and try it? Everybody's doing it. This one time won't hurt. All the cool people are doing it. No one ever needs to know. It'll be our little secret. Just sign here with your blood." So he does it out of peer pressure. He gets in his perfect fit. Boom, Set and his minions shut the lid, and then 9-inch nails all around it, sealing it shut. And then they carry it off to the Nile River, set it afloat down the Nile River, and it goes up the delta into the Mediterranean and beaches in Beirut, Lebanon. Babel. Tower of Babel? Babel. And it grows into a cedar of Lebanon. So the king of Babel, whose name or title would therefore be Babylon, not Babylon of the Babylonians, the N as a suffix determinative. He comes and sees it and decides to pull out the chainsaw carves it into the Dej pillar of Osiris. The stick upside down in 3 layers, 3 lines, which is also Samic and Paleo-Hebrew. And he then that tale. Then you have, because Isis, his wife, then sends out missionaries to recover his body and bring it back to Zion, Heliopolis, city of the sun, and resurrects him from the grave. And then the second death occurs, but that doesn't deal with the branch, unless you're symbolically talking about a branch that went missing. But that's sex ed. Shh, we can't talk about that, Travis. It's a sacred, secret power that was given to God, to man only, not women, because men have God's sperm. So says Holland. Count the number of them in facsimile number 2. I dare you. Even the ones that were removed because of the rats eating it. So, second one. On the 21st of August, 2017, the new year of the ancient Egyptian religious calendar, Horus returns to Egypt to challenge Set, his uncle, for the throne that he obtained by murdering his father. And at the beginning, Horus loses his right eye, solar eclipse, and then they have a bunch of contests. Ra, not Amun, is the one who's officiating. And he favors Set, because it's the 19th dynasty. And Horus is struggling to win the contest, because it's rigged, because Ra favors Set. And so Isis, his mom, tells him, make him a salad and put special sauce on it. Give it to him. Toss salad. That's where it comes from. And I had to find these things out on my own. Nobody would tell me. And so Set ate it. And he then got impregnated. So it's all true literal history, obviously. And when he gave birth to a branch. And Ra saw that and went, winner, Horus! Horus restores the kingdom. Set is cast out into the Sahara Desert, into the west of Deseret. And according to the custom, when a brother is gone, the wife is then taken care of by the other brother, who had already died and was up in heaven. So Nephthys becomes the wife of Horus because of that. It's not polygamy, it's according to taking care of the brother's wife, to give seed unto the brother. And so Anubis comes through that. Right? Yeah, it would be Anubis, the underworld. Yeah. temple ritual guy. Okay? So, you're familiar with Jacob and Esau. Yeah. Special sauce. But it's porridge, according to the Jewish translation, rather than a salad. But that's it. The mother tells Jacob, give your brother porridge to give up his birthright and blessing, the right to be the ruler of the family, the tribe. That's where that comes from. But then there are branches. 196 of them throughout the whole scriptures. So let's see if we can find the 3 branches or 3 days. So yeah, Pharaoh's having a dream and Joseph is interpreting it. In the vine were 3 branches, and it was as though it budded, and her blossoms shot forth. Clusters thereof brought forth ripe grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand. I took the grapes, pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. And Joseph said unto him, this is the interpretation of it. 3 branches are 3 days. Deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand. Oh, let's see. Yeah, 3 days. Pharaoh's lift up his head. Restore thee unto thy place. Joseph, his patriarchal blessing, found that he was from the tribe of Ephraim, is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well whose branches run over the wall. And thus Messiah ben Joseph, a branch of Joseph, and Messiah ben David, who is of the branch of Judah, and Ephraim. Joseph, both. Let's see. 3 branches of the candlestick. So yeah, the candelabra, the stick there, or candlestick, is based on that branching off in trees for Hanukkah with the 8 candelabra. Goodness, there's a lot of them in Exodus 25. And 37 repeats it. Okay, here we have Leviticus 23. Ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees. Palm branches, when Jesus comes for the second coming into New Jerusalem, I'll put palm branches on the ground and cheered. And they went back in time and murdered him. All because of the first creed of Christianity turning the Jewish scriptures into literal history. There's the Feast of Booths, Tabernacles, the olive branches, pine branches, myrtle branches, palm branches, and branches of thick trees. And so, yes, as Jesus comes to New Jerusalem of Zion, on the back of the donkey, ass, mule, horse, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same symbolism. Just a different animal in the different stories. Palm branches were put down for Feast of Tabernacles. So that's why I'm concerned, Stanford, with what you suggested by asking about Joseph Smith talking about 11th of September, 1836, as the... No! Passover is in March or April. Don't go to the end of the year. No! No! When is it? Tabernacles. Just the Jewish Tabernacles is first, and then the Israelite Tabernacles is the next month. No! 2025. Okay. Come on. Oh, God. April 7th to the 14th. Oh. No! No more extensions. Come on, Oaks, finish it up. No more failures. What the hell? Come on, guys. Let Trump go to do his job. Leave him alone. He's got a mission on earth foreordained in the council of heaven. Let him be. Let's see. Job has some branches. Psalms has some branches. Her branches unto the river. So this is all porn. Isaiah, here we go. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 2. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Church of the Lamb, those who go to Zion. Isaiah 9:13. For the people turneth not unto him that smiteth them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. Therefore the Lord will cut off, precisely as it stands in our New Testament, from Israel head and tail, branch and rush in one day. Really? Why do we have to go so long? We just have one day to do this. I'm waiting. I'm ready. We can't go any further until the one day. Hello? What's up? The ancient and horrible, he is at the head, and the prophet that teacheth lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people cause Mormons to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed in one day. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 13 to 16. Here we go. Joseph Smith brings this up. Nephi tells Joseph Smith in the second vision, please do not ask that question or make that comment. You should have caught on when I said Danites are evil-disposed, designing, militant persons. First one. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. Messiah ben Joseph, Messiah ben David. Learning of the Jews and Joseph Smith tells you in verse 40, he says, he quoted chapter 11 of Isaiah, and then he quoted Acts precisely as it stands in our new. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Travis. Yeah. And Acts was specifically chosen for verse 23, precisely as it stands in the New Testament. But it's talking about Deuteronomy 18, verse 15, the Jewish Christ. And sure enough, Joseph Smith says, he's our Christ. Isaiah 11 and Deuteronomy 18, verse 15. Jewish, not Christian, not Jesus. Not complicated. But you see how branch is involved? Because of the Egyptians. Pre-Babylonian captivity, Jewish Egyptians. Kind of need to know Egyptian if you're going to understand what a branch is. I already have Egyptian gardeners sign lists and other lists, and I've got to do my own because that's the learning of the Greeks language of the Egyptians, but nonetheless. So you can get the other PDFs, right? You're not going to ask to do some other project, right? Was it too hard? You're not wanting to tell me that it was too hard, and so you came back and asked if you can do another project? So you'll excuse me if I not respond. Apparently you're right here in Utah, just down Redwood. And it was too hard to get PDFs, was it? Okay. All you had to do was say so. That's the thing. Do what you can do. Don't do something you don't know how to do. That's not going to do any good. What can you do to contribute? That's all that's asked of you. Her branches are stretched out from Hezbollah. It's Heshbon. It's Isaiah 16. Let's see, Isaiah 17, most fruitful branches with berries. Uppermost branch. In that day shall his strong cities be as a forsaken bough and an uppermost branch, which they left because of the children of Israel, and there shall be desolation. Isaiah 17:9. And for the harvest, when the bud is perfect, and the sour grape is ripening in the flower, he shall both cut off, precisely as it stands in the New Testament, the sprigs with pruning hooks, and take away and cut down the branches. Also in Isaiah. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women. Cool. I like women. And the branch of the terrible ones shall be brought low. And so, yes, the picture of my home in Placentia, where I talk about branches, right eye. Prophecy fulfilled. Consume the branches, yet the defenced city shall be desolate. Hey, that's section 101, verse 51. The enemy cometh as a thief in the night, Isaiah 27. Everybody's talking about the same stuff. Branch of thy planting, inherit the land forever, Zion. Branches of it. Here we go. Jeremiah 23. There's a big one. Verse 5, behold, the days come, after the shepherds scattering the flock. Section 101, verse 51. So he says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch. King shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days, Utah shall be saved. Well, it's because everybody's been chased out and deported. So there's nobody left. And Israel shall dwell safely. And this is the name, Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, Moses liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. See what I did there? So don't be saying, it says the Lord, Javis. Learning of the Jews, Moses is the Lord. Moses is God. Moses is the Christ. As a symbol, not a literal history, for the Mormon who would be the man like Moses, who comes after Joseph Smith, Messiah ben Joseph. 2 Nephi chapter 3, verse 5. And then it's repeated in Jeremiah 33 with not as much similarity. In those days and at that time will I cause the branch of righteousness to grow up. Start behaving like an adult. To David. In his days, Utah shall be saved, New Jerusalem shall dwell safely, as a sanctuary city, which means Trump has to go in order for that to happen now. For thus saith the Lord, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel. Because there won't be a king. You are joint heirs. Let's see. Ezekiel 17. The parable of the eagle with the branch. So technically it's the parable of the branch. And look, Babylon. Is it? Is it? And the word of the Lord came up unto me, saying, Son of man. Hey, that's what Jesus says is going to come in the latter days, not Jesus. Put forth a riddle, and speak a parable unto the dense, illiterate, ignorant house of Israel. Did you mark about parables? They're not able to comprehend what I mean, so I have to speak in parables. And then they only understand the parables. They don't understand what the parables mean. And say, Thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long-feathered, full of feathers, long-winged, full of feathers, which has diverse colors, is not the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Oh, dear God. No. Long sleeves, not colors. Came unto Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon. And see where Bruce R. McConkie put Babylon in the title, in the subhead or the chapter heading? And took of the highest branch of the cedar, cropped off the top of his young twigs, TWG, and carried it into a land of the San Francisco Bay Area, and he set it in the city of merchants, and he took also of the seed of the land and planted it in Oakland, California, and then he moved and placed it by great waters of Michigan with the willow trees. And then he goes to the top of mountains in Utah. Thus saith the Lord God, I will also take of the highest branch of the high cedar, and will set it. I will crop off from the top of his young twigs a tender one, and will plant it upon a high mountain and eminent. Top of the mountain, Utah, Judah. Daniel is talking about some branches. But out of a branch of her roots shall one stand up in his estate, which shall come with an army, and shall enter into the fortress of the king of the north, and shall deal against them, and shall prevail. Must be Jesus. Consume his branches and devour them because of their counsels. Hosea 11. His branches shall spread, and his beauty shall be as the olive tree, and his smell as Lebanon. Hosea 14. And here's the Nephites. Joel 1:7. He hath laid my vine waste. This was a joke. Did not take me literally. And barked my fig tree. He hath made it clean and bare, and cast it away. The branches thereof are made white. The Nephites. Zechariah 3 verse 8. Not funny, huh? Too soon? Hear now, O Joshua the high priest, thou and all thy fellows sit before thee. In Zechariah. For they are men wondered at. For behold, I will bring forth my servant, the branch. See Joshua with Moses, the branch. From Zechariah chapter 3. Zechariah 6, verse 12, and speak unto them, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts. Hosts is armies, in case you didn't know. They're not hosting a party. Behold the man whose name is the branch, TWG, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Messiah ben David, even Messiah ben Joseph. But everything directly talks about the man like Moses, Messiah ben David. But yeah, Messiah ben Joseph does a lot of the similar stuff. Joseph Smith. And then Malachi, day that shall burn as an oven, leave them neither root nor branch. Son of righteousness. Both works. The Joseph Smith translation turns it into son of. But son and son are the same. It works both. It's from the Egyptian. So, alrighty. There's Palm Sunday. Great multitude spread their underwear in the way. Others cut down branches from the trees and strawed them in the way. I'm inspired. I told you, get rid of the underwear. It will not be allowed in Zion. You will not take your baggage with you to Zion. Your baggage of Mormonism stays behind. And I know that it's not going to be possible. You're going to have to be re-educated once you get to Zion. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of people who think they know better. I know how to run the economy. Really? No economy? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. You do not know better than me. So yeah, we're pretty much done, and then we can check to see the ones that Revelation has. Well, this went way long. I was done at like 18 minutes, and all these for comment reply. Oh, we don't have a Revelation. Oh, okay. So we're done then. Okay, does that answer your branch question? Alrighty.